What it do, y'all? Today we gonna be reacting like he made $1 million shot and they pay him. Let's get right into it.
Right here. This is Don Calhoun. He's a big Bulls fan, and he's about to do something that will change his entire life.
I remember that from back then. I look a little ashy. Just came out the shower. It's all good. Don't judge me. Fuck you. But yeah, I remember.
$1 million. That young man being hugged has just won $1 million here at Chicago Stadium.
Don just hit a shot from 80 feet out, a 3/4 court shot. His prize for nailing this absolute bomb, $1 million. He
Change your life. $1 million for that? How much niggas at work? They got 100,000. Let alone $1 million for that. You get to meet Jordan, all these niggas. It's a good day as a Bulls fan.
He can't believe it. Fans erupt. Don joins the Bulls as they celebrate his victory. Michael Jordan throws his arm around Don and congratulates him. Good shot, kid. Don had just done the impossible. And with the game ball in one hand, $1 million check in the other, Don Calhoun did it. He was set. Except he wasn't. Due to a technicality in the rules of this contest, the insurance company that was required to make the payoff claimed they simply didn't have to pay the man.
Wait, what? What? I thought when you do shit like that, they're supposed to pay you. Fuck you mean you ain't got my money? I'm not leaving that. Oh, they think I'm leaving without a check. Oh, so naive. I'm not leaving out this building without a check. And I'm not playing. Somebody better call for $1 million.
Man, Don hit $1 million shot for absolutely nothing.
Bro, tell me you didn't pay ball, my boy.
Today's video is sponsored by SeatGeek. My brothers, summer is finally here, and events are happening every day. Whether you're a baseball fan, a soccer fan, or the red one. Companies such as Express, Sony would host a contest for fans, the NBA's $1 million shot. It was one of the most anticipated side events of the entire weekend, and out of the millions of fans who entered to win a shot, only one would be chosen to take it. Get selected, make a three-pointer, win $1 million. An opportunity of a lifetime for 4 lucky contestants that were selected over the 4 years that the NBA hosted the contest. And to aid them in their
That's how you know they ain't shit. Only one motherfucker would try. I feel like you know they didn't have the money.
quest for $1 million shot, each contestant was joined by a former or active NBA player to give them pointers and advice. In 1996, among the 6 million entries, 17-year-old Demetrius Houston was selected to take the $1 million shot. With George Gervin by his side and 17,000 fans looking on, Demetrius lines up his shot.
A three-pointer? Plus, you know you're gonna be able. Just practice. Just practice. But remember, the ring gotta be regulation, because these rings in the hood, I don't think they be as high up as they joint.
And with $1 million on the line, he clanks it off the backboard. Gervin tells the kid not to worry about it, but I'm sure he did. In 1997, a man named Jim Valente was selected to take the $1 million shot. His host and mentor for the event.
Fuck you, mean don't worry about it. Nigga, just gonna change my life. I'm broke. Nigga, I'm struggling. Give me $1,000.
NBA legend Oscar Robertson, a man who literally never made a three-pointer in his entire NBA career. But Jim was focused. It was his wife's birthday, and what better birthday gift than $1 million check? So Jim steps up.
Don't bring your wife. Don't do that, because she's gonna be so disappointed when you miss. Man, all you have to do is score this shot and get us $1 million and you miss. You know how mad your wife is gonna be? Don't even tell your wife he was in this. Just go do it and come home.
To the line. He's ready.
she's
The
gonna be
ways in
extra
which
mad
he'll
when he
spend the $1 million already racing through his mind.
Oh,
I'll
man.
get that Corvette I've always wanted. Sure look good
That
in a
boy, that
Rolex.
Corvette,
Really
that
use it
Rollie.
in a decade. Maybe I'll get a boat.
Oh!
Or maybe you'll get nothing.
Nothing.
After the shot, Craig Sager asked Jim about his experience. $1 million. Gone. What went wrong, Jim? Give us some insight.
How did you feel at the time? What went wrong? I think I just pushed it a little to the right.
Obviously, it landed to the right.
In
Well,
1998,
yeah, you gotta
a
think about that for
contestant
the
named
rest of
Sol
your life, bro.
Holkman was selected to
Let's keep it real. Bro, I don't want to see a basketball anywhere in my vicinity for the rest of my life. Me, basketball, it's done. I don't want to see a basketball after that. You know how mad I'm gonna be? I could have got $1 million. That could have possibly been the catalyst, the seed into a successful future, opening a business, doing something. Fucked up. Fucked up.
to take the shot. And for the first time in the contest history, a contestant actually hit the rim. Another year, another $1 million miss.
Bro, I'm
But of
haunted
all
for the rest of my life because I missed out.
these $1 million shot events, none managed to top the one that started it all in 1995. The contestant that was chosen, 16-year-old Mike Hoban. For weeks leading up to the contest, Mike spent 2 hours a day, every day, shooting three-pointers. Accompanied by all-star Dan Marley, Mike was locked in, going through the
So I
most
hope he did it.
meticulous shooting routine
oh,
you'll
okay.
ever see in your
Oh, I
life.
hope
Mike
everybody
prepares his
played.
shot by, quote, becoming one with the basket.
amazing.
At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if he pulled a microscope out and studied the hoop to better his odds. Now he's taking phantom shots. His routine is becoming more unhinged by the
He's taking
second.
phantom shots. Bro, don't nobody say. I mean, it depends on how long. It shouldn't take you like more than like a minute or 2 minutes for the most to get your shit together. Like, just take the fucking shot. Let's go. Like, you don't got all day for that. But like a minute to like get your head together. It's $1 million on the line. You don't want to just. But to do all that, and if you miss, me at home, I'm gonna be mad. Like, this fucking nigga know that shit to miss. Like, you miss, you didn't even hit the rim. You know what I'm saying? So let's see.
But it works for him. Friends and family look on, watching him live on TV, ready to witness history
Oh,
unfold.
come on. That's what I'm saying. You can't tell nobody about that. Don't tell nobody you go and take $1 million shot. Just go do it and hopefully one of them catch you on the TV like, yeah, that's Michael. But don't tell nobody. Because one, a lot of people gonna be, come on, they got banners and shit. Like, bro, if you miss, and it literally just a 2-second thing, throw the ball, it go in or it don't go in. It could be just like that. It could be, oh my God, or it could be, it's just like that in a split second. So it was like, why would you have all these people having a party and bro, I'm not even telling my girl, my mom, my wife, nobody. I'm not telling nobody. Crazy? I'm just going there to do it. If I get the money, I might like keep it on the low for a little bit because you know motherfuckers go crazy. I always said I would do that. Like if I win the lottery some crazy amount of money for like a good month after I pay my taxes and the money's in my account and I have everything situated, for like a month after that, I'm just gonna do nothing. For like a good month, I'm just gonna sit down and think. Because I think most people, when they get the money, they lose their mind. They just go berserk. The day the money hits your account, I'm buying a Lambo, I'm buying this, I'm getting this house, I want this Gucci jacket. You know what I'm saying? No. For like a month straight after I get the money, I'm just gonna sit there and ponder and figure out how to make this money do what it do, and who I gotta take care of, and who I gotta help, and who I gotta. And I'm not telling nobody. Besides, like maybe 4 people. Everybody else, they just gonna see some money come into their account. Like, the fuck, you sent me $50,000? Like, what's going on? Chill. You know what I'm saying? Chill out.
Mike is ready. He lines up the shot.
Don't worry.
He shoots.
It better go in. Oh my God. One, he had good form too. That was good form, good arc, everything. It looked like it was going in, but
And misses the rim by 2 feet.
yeah,
An air ball.
Airball.
The poor kid is devastated.
Yeah, $1
Friends-
million. You thinking this is it? to shoot an air ball. He didn't even hit the rim. When I said that before, I was joking because I literally never seen this video before. I thought I was joking when I said you gotta at least hit the rim. This motherfucker made air ball.
And family are stunned. All the while, the commentator of the event doing his best to help, but instead just pours on a slew of more disappointment in the process.
So young Mike Hoban has missed his shot at $1 million. The good news is, though, he doesn't win money, doesn't become a pro, and his college scholarship hopes stay alive. He'll go back.
Like, none of those are good things.
to be the post-up player for his junior varsity team.
After the shot, Sager interviews the kid, where he has the bright idea of just asking for one more shot.
I wasn't really in that zone I wanted to be in.
I respect him. This is the ultimate. I respect it. You never know if you don't try. You know what I'm saying? You might as well try. Yeah, I get another shot. Just saying. That's how I did it. Can I get another shot?
But you know, one more shot.
One more shot.
You would like one more shot, wouldn't you? Man, I would love another shot.
You'd like one more shot.
Like,
Mike never got another shot. 4 contestants, $1 million on the line for one three-pointer.
You know what it is? I don't know why they just kept assuming that people would keep missing. Like, somebody's going to. It's a 3-point. It's not that deep. It's not that difficult. Somebody's gonna make it.
0 winners. And looking back on these contests, it's pretty remarkable that no one hit their $1 million shots.
Like,
because countless fans and contestants have hit much more difficult shots for far less money.
Yeah.
We've all seen these contests unfold in person. A fan gets randomly chosen out of the stands to come down and try to hit a half-court
He throws the shit up with the most ridiculous, stupid shot you've ever seen, and the shit goes in. It's like, how the fuck did he make that? You told me nobody can make a 3-pointer? Come on, bro.
shots. The prize money nowhere near $1 million. Usually the prize is $10,000 or maybe $20,000 or a car. This Mavericks fan hit a layup, a free throw, a 3-pointer, and a half-court shot in sequence without missing. And
you see what I'm saying? It's not that difficult to hit a 3. I know. $1 million online, man, I'm making that shit.
Of events in this context. His reward for the incredible feat, $3,000 worth of gift cards to a local furniture store. But it
You lying. That's what he got? A $3,000 gift card to a furniture store? Not even just a gift card. Like you could just buy some stuff for $3,000. We could just buy whatever you want for the $3,000. No. You're gonna shop in Marshalls with that $3,000. Like, that's fucked.
It gets worse. Because at a Mavs game a few years later, this woman was put to the task of sinking a half-court shot. She's rocking the dirt.
Nowadays, they're not dumb. They're not dumb. Anybody can make a 3-pointer. Bitch, you going for a half court to make this goddamn shot for $1 million. For $1 million, you gotta shoot that shit from the parking lot. 2023, you crazy. They ain't giving away no money like that. You gotta shoot
Dirt
that shit from the
gear,
parking lot.
she's feeling good. Beautiful form. And drills the shot. Nothing but net.
If this girl was there back in the day, she'd have been taken on. Maybe she'd have won $1 million.
What was her prize for pulling this off, you ask? A 65-inch flat screen TV.
Why are these prizes so horrible? You know why? Because making a shot is not that difficult. Either you're gonna miss it or you're not. But it's not something that's like, oh my God, anybody could do it. If you're lucky, you got some sort of coordination, hand-eye coordination, and you throw the ball hard enough, it probably could go in. So they're like, we not
Absolutely
giving
appalling. This guy managed to drill a half-court shot at a Blazers game years ago and won round-trip tickets to anywhere of his choice. A pretty unlikely shot from the guy, but far from impossible. What is impossible, however, is the fact that another fan hit the same exact shot 30 seconds later. It's clear that some people actually make these shots. So what would happen if someone actually did hit a $1 million shot? What if instead of shelling out some gift cards or a flat screen TV, a team had to
I wouldn't even been excited. I'd have been a little excited because I made the shot and I'm the man. But for the prize, I'm like, when did they give me the fucking gift card? Oh, shot.
Hand over a 7-figure check to one lucky fan.
No, 3-pointer.
It's April
Nobody
14th, 1993. The Bulls are facing the Heat in Chicago. The Bulls are on a roll coming into the matchup on a 3-game win streak. By halftime, Chicago is up by 14. Jordan is killing the Heat, 22 points in the first half. It's a great time for home fans as usual. But the real spectacle is about to take place. Throughout the 93 season, the Bulls hosted a promotion for their fans. Among the 18,000 fans in attendance for any given home game, one lucky individual would be chosen to shoot a 3/4 court shot to win $1 million. At the time, and to this day even, $1 million cash prize for such an event is unheard of. But the odds of such a shot going in are so astronomically unlikely that the Bulls and the insurance company that would be responsible for paying out the prize money felt comfortable running the event anyways. Leading up to that Heat matchup, 19 lucky fans had attempted the halftime $1 million shot. Of the 19, 2 hit the backboard, 16 were air balls, and just 1 even hit the rim. An estimate of a fan chosen at random hitting this shot, less than 1%. And so a member of the Bulls organization went into the
they probably don't have the money. They're like, nobody's gonna hit that shot. It's just so ridiculous. Like, just to get the ball all the way over there, you gotta like really like lob it. To like think you're just gonna go and shoot that motherfucker from over there? Nah. You gotta like lob that motherfucker to get over. And doing this like to hit this like it's slim to none. And they know that, so they don't have the money. You just think, yeah, there's just like a publicity stunt for views and shit like that. But when a motherfucker hit that bitch, it's like, it's not impossible. Somebody could possibly do it. Then it's like you gotta have the money on hand just in case. Like, it's possible. It's not impossible to do. It's not like ask somebody to fucking fly across the room.
The crowd and selected a 23-year-old local by the name of Don Calhoun. The reason for selecting him, his shoes wouldn't scuff up the floor. Hopeful, but understanding the slim odds that he faced, Don walked down to the court and prepared to take his shot. A fun halftime gimmick, something to keep the fans involved. They just slapped $1 million on there to get everyone excited.
That's all it is. It's just like a gimmick to hype up the crowd and shit like that. They hit that shit, they're like, we ain't got no money? Like, what you mean you ain't got no money? We want $1 million. Like, nah, that was just a gimmick. Gimmick? Motherfucker, you better have about, you know what I'm saying? So, because it's like they not thinking nobody would ever hit that. Why would you think that? Thinking that is stupid. Me, I would always have the money on hand just in case, because it's gonna be a real thing. You hit the shot, you get the money, and it's not impossible. It's unlikely,
but no one will ever hit the shot anyways. Chris Hammond, vice president of SCA Promotions, a leader in the promotional contest industry, looks back on the shot saying, "The perfect contest is like the most tempting carnival game. Just feasible enough to make people think they can do it while actually being extremely difficult. You could have Steph Curry out there and still make money. Well, Mr. Hammond, it's time to pay up."
Bang! Bang! Bang!
$1 million?
Even the commentators is like, yo, don't even got no money. Yo, get open the back door. Tell them motherfuckers go out the back, cause we ain't got no money.
That young man being hugged has just won $1 million here at Chicago Stadium. And for Don Calhoun of Bloomington, Illinois, a $1 million thrill.
In what is possibly the most inconceivable occurrence to ever happen on an NBA court, Don Calhoun drilled an 80-foot shot for $1 million. The whole place goes nuts. For a moment, it's like Don is part of this Bulls team and they just won another championship. Even the ref of the game comes over to congratulate him. The man just did the impossible. $1 million. That's more than half the guys on this roster made that year. And with the job,
Corey Williams, $200,000 salary. Trent Tucker, $350,000. But let's keep it real. I mean, that's so ridiculous. B.J. Armstrong, that's cool. But in 1994, I think this was, or 93? 93. You know what is $350,000 in 1993. $739,000 today. That's damn near almost $800,000. Shit. So Armstrong with his $500,000 today, that's over $1 million in equivalency. 540. Let me see. $1.14 million. 1,140,199.72 goddamn cents. That's not bad back then.
Job complete, Don heads over to snap a photo with the check in one hand and the game ball in the other. He did it. At least that's what he thought.
This is
See, these promotions are combed through meticulously by some of the best lawyers money can buy. The rules and restrictions are tight. Break one of them and you can kiss those winnings goodbye. Don Calhoun broke one of the rules. Not intentionally or anything, but among the stipulations of this promotion.
You probably like can't wear a green shirt, or you gotta have on a wool shirt with Jordan sneakers. That's the only way you can get the money. It'd be some shit like that in the fine print. These niggas are snakes. Like, bro, that's fucked up, bro. Bro, I would have lost my shit. Cause you anticipate like I just want $1 million. I just want $1 million, especially 1990 something. That's damn near $2 million back then. Bruh,
one of them states that the contestant could not have played organized basketball within 5 years of the
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. What? They said, Negro, if you played a one-on-one with somebody in the past 5 years, you ain't getting this one. If we have footage or any information of you playing basketball in the last 5 years, one-on-one, a two-on-two, suicide, anything like that, you ain't getting this goddamn money. That's basically what they show. Like, what? One key stipulation in most insurance policies is that the contestant can't have played and organized. Or what does that mean? You telling me if I'm playing basketball in the hood, me and another dude, a 2-on-2 in the hood, just playing some ball, I'm not obligated to get the money because I somehow have some type of training in the past 5 years. They basically said, Negro, if you dribble the ball in the past 5 years, you ain't getting this money. If you could even spell basketball or know what a basketball is, or if we have any footage, but in '93 it's not like shit is on YouTube. There's no footage. There's no computer. I mean, there's computers, but it's the internet ain't no like it is today. It's I think it's probably dial-up back then. I think dial-up was really out in '93. I'm not sure, but the world didn't really know. You know what I'm saying? So, but damn, if he did play it, how they gonna find the proof of him like playing an organized basketball game? Unless they're, I don't know, but that's fucked up. An organized version of the sport in question for a certain time period before the contestant, usually 5 years. You telling me I could not have played a 2-on-2 or 1-on-1 basketball game with my friend in my neighborhood in the past 5 years, or I'm not gonna get the money? What? Yo, that is some fine print shit right there for real. Cause they know they want you to be a dude that play basketball all the time, and you come and you do it. They want you to be like a novice, like you ain't play. At least even if you played, you couldn't have played basketball in the last 5 years. But even then, somebody could be lucky enough to do it. This is a dumb stipulation anyway. Cause I'm pretty sure half of you guys to come there, some of them probably play ball and all that. But even the dude who's taking those practice shots and doing all that shit, he would have never got the money. Cause clearly he plays basketball consistently.
Contest. And just 3 years prior to this contest, Don was a member of the Triton Community Basketball team.
Why? Why are you a part of the community? This is the problem with niggas. They always want to be a part of their community. Why you want to be a part of the community basketball program? Don't take part in community stuff. Don't take part in your community. Why would you do that? You playing for youth basketball leagues, and why? What are you doing? So, they got proof. This motherfucker is a consistent basketball player. Like, they have proof of you playing. If it was like something you play basketball and they would have no proof of that. They can't see that. There's no footage of you where they gonna get some police cameras to see you play ball in 93 and 1999. Like, come on.
The contest people knew this. Don acknowledged this by marking the information on the contest form. But the contest people shrugged it off and gave him the shot anyways.
care.
The insurance people, however, did not. To them, it was a clear breach of the rules. Don should have never been selected in the first place. And so the insurance company of the event disqualified Don out of his shot and out of his $1 million. When news broke that the now local legend would not be receiving his money, fans were livid. As reports on the event grew, fan outrage grew with it. And within a week, the Bulls organization was under so much local pressure that
Yeah, they have to give him something.
they held a press conference announcing that they actually had a change of heart and they would pay up. A very strange and inexplicable decision
They
considering
didn't have
their
no change of heart. They went to pay up. They got so much backlash. They like, yeah, we gotta get this dude the money because it's like, come on, it's not like he lied. Put it like this: if he lied on the form, like, nah, I never did it, and then it comes out that he. But that's why they asked you them questions. Did you play basketball the last 5? Because you're not thinking. Part of the stipulation is you won't get accepted because of that. So he's being honest, like, yeah, I played 3 years ago. I was a part of some basketball league, whatever. He was honest. You let him through with his honesty. He made the shot, and you talking about you're not paying it off now because he shouldn't have even been able to participate because he played basketball 3 years ago. No, you allowed me to participate. So that means I'm kind of like, if I'm participating, that means I'm qualified to win the money.
their stance just a few days prior. Don's $1 million split into 20 payments over the next 20 years.
They said, nah, look, we ain't got no $1 million to give you right now. But if they did do that, that's not bad. $50,000 a year, cash free. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes it's smarter to do it like that, spread it out. Don would have ran through that $1 million. I probably would have ran through it since '93. You think I'm still having money unless you invested in something and it build up into something? But '93, he's running through that money. He ain't had no money, but $50,000 a year for 20 years. That ain't bad.
Years.
20 years is not easy. Damn, $50,000 a year. It's only $1 million for after 20 years. Because I'm trying to think like people working jobs. If you make $50,000 a year and you work at this job for 20 years, you only made $1 million in 20 years. I gotta get rich. I can't. That's why I'm hoping this blow up. I can't be working for motherfuckers. This is crazy. This is crazy.
His first check for $50,000 was sent out that week. Technically, rules were broken, but Don was getting paid, and he had no idea how or why. A year after his miraculous shot, Don heard that Michael Jordan would be in the area for one of his son's basketball games. A perfect opportunity for Don to get his $1 million game ball signed. So Don pulled up to the game in search of Michael, but with security flocking the NBA star, no fans were getting anywhere near him. But Don wasn't just an ordinary fan. He's the guy who hit the $1 million shot. Jordan recognized him in the stands and had security bring him over after the game. And with his ball in hand, hoping to get an autograph, Don approached Michael. But MJ didn't call him over to give him an autograph. Instead, he had to ask Don a question. Did you get your money? A year after the Bulls had their...
Jordan like, yo, them niggas give you money. Yeah, that's what I would have said. They give you money. Yeah, what the fuck?
change of heart and decided to pay him his money, Don finally got an answer why. Turns out the insurance company wasn't the one who paid Don. They never intended to. After hearing about what the insurance...
I knew the insurance company didn't pay him. I knew they didn't have a change. The Bulls organization probably was like, yo, give this dude his money. Because it's like, if I'm owning the Bulls, I would give him that $1 million out of my pocket. Here, take the money. Because it's like the backlash ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? Take the money. Like, it's not that deep.
Insurance company was trying to pull, Michael Jordan, along with other players on the Bulls, told ownership they needed to pay up. And so the organization did, out of their own pocket.
You got the money, yeah, you got to pay up. One day generating billions of dollars a year. Give the man his $1 million. You cheat fuck.
Legally, the parties involved were within their rights to void the payments altogether, but Michael felt like what they were doing wasn't right. And so he made it right. If it wasn't for Michael approaching ownership and demanding they pay Don his money, he would have never seen a cent of that $1 million. So turns out that even if it was for a brief moment, Don Calhoun was a part of the Bulls. Seeking nothing in return, Michael and the rest of the players looked out for Don. Oh, and that autograph Don wanted, a couple weeks later, he got that too. So what happens if someone actually makes one of those inconceivable $1 million shots? Well, one way or another, they get paid.
One way or another. I'm not leaving here without my money. Down, yo, they tripping. Thank Don for leaving without that bread. They tripping. That's the end of the video. Like and subscribe. I'll be back to y'all with another one. Let's go. I didn't think the video was going to be this long. Goddamn, 30 minutes.